Well, the separation of church and state was one of the most remarkable results and accomplishments of the American Revolution. On the eve of the Revolution, most of the colonies had an established official church. There was a lot of religious pluralism, but you still had the government singling out one denomination, whether it's the Congregationalists in New England or the Anglicans in the South, and giving them financial aid and levying taxes on everybody to support those churches, and discriminating in some ways against people who didn't belong to those churches. And in most colonies, it was illegal to practice Roman Catholicism, even though that wasn't always fully enforced. But the founders of the new nation knew, looking at European history, that Europe had been racked for centuries by religious warfare, by battles over religion. They believed that for the new government to survive, it had to be separated from these religious conflicts, that religion would bring conflict into the state, and that the state should not interfere with religion. It was a private matter. It was up to the individual conscience. And so most of the states, not all, but most of the states disestablished their churches soon after the Revolution. That is, stopped selecting one church as the official church, stopped paying for that church. And then, of course, the Constitution, at least the Bill of Rights, explicitly separates church and state. Congress is prohibited from passing any laws relating to religion. And in the Constitution, there is no religious qualification for office holding or voting. Every state before the Revolution had almost had some kind of religious qualification to hold office. Even in Pennsylvania, you had to believe in the Trinity, which is a broad, but it's still, that left Jews out. But that no longer exists. The Founding Fathers wanted to, as Jefferson said, have a wall of separation between church and state. And this was quite unusual in the world of the late 18th century.